Authorities in rural Pennsylvania are investigating a disturbing homicide case after the bodies of two young girls were discovered inside suitcases in an open field. Police say a woman has been arrested in connection with the killings, though investigators have not yet publicly released the identities of the victims. According to local law enforcement officials, the suitcases were discovered by a passerby who reported the suspicious items to police. Detectives say early evidence suggests the victims may have been killed elsewhere before their bodies were placed in the suitcases and dumped in the field. The suspect remains in custody as investigators continue examining forensic evidence and attempting to determine the motive behind the killings. Meanwhile, controversy is growing in Washington after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth publicly criticized media coverage of U.S. troop deaths connected to the ongoing conflict involving Iran. Hegseth argued that reporting on the casualties could undermine national unity and damage the administration's standing during a time of military tension. His comments sparked a swift backlash online and among journalists, with critics accusing the defense secretary of attempting to discourage legitimate reporting on the human cost of military operations. The exchange has intensified debate about transparency during wartime and the role of the press when covering military casualties. The controversy comes as new information emerges about the deaths of American soldiers stationed overseas. U.S. defense officials confirmed that several troops were killed when a fortified military trailer housing personnel was struck during operations tied to the escalating conflict with Iran. The structure had been reinforced to protect soldiers from attacks, but officials say the strike still caused significant casualties. Military analysts say the incident highlights the increasing risks faced by U.S. forces deployed across the Middle East as tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States continue to grow. Economic concerns are also mounting at home. New federal labor data shows the U.S. economy lost approximately 92,000 jobs in February, raising fresh concerns about the strength of the labor market. Economists say the unexpected job losses could signal broader uncertainty as geopolitical tensions, energy prices, and market volatility continue affecting businesses and hiring decisions. Some analysts believe the decline may reflect companies slowing hiring while they assess global economic conditions. Financial markets have already begun reacting to the instability overseas. Oil prices, natural gas markets, and major stock indexes have all experienced sharp swings as investors monitor developments in the conflict involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. Energy analysts warn that disruptions to oil supply routes in the Middle East could quickly drive fuel prices higher worldwide. Financial planners say the volatility may affect retirement savings, pension funds, and investment portfolios as markets react to uncertainty surrounding the conflict. Another issue drawing attention inside the United States involves the rising cost of immigration detention facilities. Federal records show that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, is paying extremely high rates for warehouse-style detention centers used to house migrants awaiting immigration hearings. Critics say the contracts are costing taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars and argue the system is becoming increasingly expensive as immigration enforcement expands. Supporters of the policy say the facilities are necessary to manage large numbers of migrants entering the country while their cases are processed through the immigration system.